Let's talk parlays, folks. These are the bets that can make your heart race and your palms sweat. They're the ones that can turn an ordinary game into an edge-of-your-seat thriller. We all know that feeling, right? The anticipation, the hope, the sheer thrill of watching multiple outcomes unfold in your favor. The heart-pumping excitement of a potential windfall. It's like riding a roller coaster, with every twist and turn bringing you closer to that big win. Parlays, with their promise of turning a small wager into a hefty payout, are the lottery tickets of the sports betting universe. They offer a tantalizing mix of risk and reward. They're tempting, thrilling, and let's be honest, a little bit addictive. The allure of hitting it big with a small bet is hard to resist. But here's the deal. Parlays are more than just blind luck. They require a blend of knowledge, strategy, and yes, a bit of luck. Sure, you need some fortune on your side, but there's a method to this madness. It's about making informed choices and understanding the dynamics of the games you're betting on. It's about understanding the game, doing your homework, and approaching parlays with a strategy. You need to analyze the teams, the players, and the conditions. Think of it like this. You wouldn't walk into a casino and bet your life savings on a single spin of the roulette wheel, would you? The same logic applies to parlays. Parlays require the same calculated approach. You need to weigh the odds, consider the variables, and make a well-thought-out decision. It's about making informed decisions, managing your bankroll, and understanding that every bet comes with risks. You need to be smart about how much you wager and when to walk away. So, are you ready to dive into the world of parlays? It's a thrilling ride, but one that requires preparation and a clear head. Let's break it down and see if we can turn you into a savvy parlay player. With the right approach, you can enjoy the excitement and maybe even come out ahead. First things first, let's define what a parlay actually is. A parlay, also known as an accumulator, is a popular form of sports betting that can be both thrilling and risky. It's a single bet that links together two or more individual wagers, creating a high-stakes, all-or-nothing proposition. In the simplest terms, a parlay is a single bet that links together two or more individual wagers. It's an all-or-nothing proposition. This means that for you to win the parlay, every single bet within it has to win. If even one leg of your parlay loses, the whole thing goes bust. This is what makes parlays so exciting yet so challenging. To win a parlay, every single bet within it has to win. This can lead to some incredibly exhilarating moments, especially when you're down to the last game and everything hinges on that final outcome. If even one leg of your parlay loses, the whole thing goes bust. This can be incredibly frustrating, especially if you were just one game away from a big payout. The risk is high, but so is the potential reward. Here's an example. Imagine you're feeling confident about 3 NFL games this weekend. You like the Chiefs to beat the Raiders, the Rams to cover the spread against the 49 ERs, and the Patriots to win outright against the Bills. You like the Chiefs to beat the Raiders, the Rams to cover the spread against the 49ers, and the Patriots to win outright against the Bills. Instead of placing 3 separate bets, you could combine them into a parlay. This way, you only need to place one bet, but all 3 outcomes must happen for you to win. Instead of placing 3 separate bets, you could combine them into a parlay. This not only simplifies your betting strategy but also increases the potential payout significantly. Now here's the kicker. Parlays offer significantly higher payouts than placing each bet individually. This is because the odds of winning a parlay are much lower, given that all bets must win for the parlay to pay out. Why? Because the risk is much greater. You're essentially multiplying the odds of each individual bet, which makes the overall odds of winning the parlay much lower. However, this also means that the potential payout is much higher. You're essentially multiplying the odds of each individual bet. The more bets you add to your parlay, the higher the potential payout, but also the higher the risk. This is why parlays are so popular among bettors who are looking for a big win. The more bets you add to your parlay, the higher the potential payout, but also the higher the risk. So while parlays can be a fun and exciting way to bet, they are not for the faint of heart. Always remember to bet responsibly and understand the risks involved. So why are parlays so popular among bettors? The answer is simple. The allure of a big win. Parlays offer the potential to turn a small investment into a significant payday. It's the dream of turning a $10 bet into a few hundred or even a few $1,000s. Parlays also tap into the emotional side of sports betting. They amplify the excitement, as each winning leg of your parlay intensifies the anticipation for the next. It's a roller coaster ride that keeps you on the edge of your seat until the final whistle blows. However, it's crucial to remember that parlays are not a get-rich-quick scheme. They should be approached with caution and a clear understanding of the risks involved. While luck always plays a role in betting, there are strategies you can employ to increase your chances of picking winning parlays. Firstly, focus on quality over quantity. It's tempting to load up your parlay with a bunch of seemingly sure things, but remember, each additional bet increases the risk. Instead, focus on a smaller number of high-confidence picks. Secondly, do your research. Don't just rely on gut feelings or team loyalty. Analyze statistics, study team news and form, and consider factors like injuries, weather conditions, and head-to-head records. Finally, look for value bets. Identify underdogs or outcomes that you believe have a higher probability of occurring than the odds suggest. Finding these value bets can significantly boost your potential payout. Even seasoned bettors fall prey to common parlay pitfalls. One of the biggest mistakes is chasing losses. A losing streak can lead to impulsive bets and larger wagers in an attempt to recoup losses quickly. This is a recipe for disaster. Always bet responsibly and within your means. Another common mistake is blindly following expert picks or relying on betting systems that promise guaranteed wins. There's no such thing as a sure thing in betting. Trust your own analysis and make informed decisions based on your research. Finally, avoid emotional betting. Don't let your heart rule your head. Just because your team is playing doesn't mean they're a smart bet. Stick to your strategy and make objective decisions based on logic and analysis. Section 6. Real-world parlays, a tale of two bets. Let's illustrate these points with a couple of real-world examples. Imagine you're a basketball fan who loves the thrill of betting. You've decided to place a three-leg parlay, which means you need all three outcomes to win for your bet to pay off. This is where things get interesting. Imagine you're a basketball fan, and you've built a three-leg parlay around the following outcomes. Parlay 1, Lakers minus 6.5 versus Clippers. This means the Lakers need to win by at least 7 points for this leg of the parlay to hit. Bucks minus 3 versus Celtics. Here the Bucks need to win by at least 4 points. Nuggets plus 2.5 versus Jazz. In this case, the Nuggets can either win outright or lose by less than 3 points. Parlay 2, Lakers minus 6.5 versus Clippers. Again, the Lakers need to win by at least 7 points. Over 220 points in Bucks versus Celtics. This means the total combined score of both teams needs to be more than 220 points. Parlay 1 seems like a safer bet, right? After all, the Lakers, Bucks, and Nuggets are all strong teams. The Lakers should handle the Clippers, given their recent form and home court advantage. The Bucks are the better team, with a solid track record against the Celtics. And the Nuggets are getting points against a tough Jazz team, which gives them a bit of a cushion. However, all three games are relatively close, and the margin for error is slim. Any one of those outcomes could easily swing the other way, turning your safe bet into a losing ticket. Parlay 2, on the other hand, focuses on 2 high-confidence picks. This strategy can sometimes be more appealing. You might be very sure the Lakers will win, especially if they're playing at home and have a strong lineup. And that the Bucks-Celtics game will be high-scoring, given both teams' offensive capabilities. This parlay offers a lower payout than Parlay 1, but it also carries less risk, making it a potentially smarter bet. But remember, the lower risk also means lower reward. It's a trade-off that every bettor must consider. The point is, there's no magic formula. Betting is as much about strategy as it is about luck. The better parlay depends entirely on your risk tolerance, your analysis of the games, and your betting strategy. So whether you go for the high-risk, high-reward option or the safer, lower payout bet, make sure it aligns with your overall approach to betting. Section 7. Boosting your odds tips for savvy parlay players. While there's no guaranteed path to parlay success, here are a few tips to enhance your chances. Shop for the best lines. Odds can vary slightly between different sports books. Take a few minutes to compare lines and ensure you're getting the best possible payout for your parlay. Consider correlated parlays. These involve linking together bets that are somehow related. For instance, betting on a team to win and the over on total points scored. If the team wins by a large margin, both parts of your parlay are likely to win. Utilize free bets and promotions. Many sportsbooks offer free bets or deposit bonuses. Use these promotions to your advantage and reduce your overall risk. Section 8, the bottom line, managing expectations in the world of parlays. Let's be real, winning consistently at parlays is tough. It takes skill, strategy, and a little bit of luck. Don't be fooled by those guaranteed win schemes or stories of overnight riches. The most important thing is to approach parlays with a realistic mindset. View them as a fun, high-risk, high-reward option that can add excitement to your sports viewing experience. Set a budget, manage your bankroll, and never bet more than you can afford to lose. Remember, it's all about entertainment value and the thrill of the potential win. Section 9. Responsible gaming, the winningest bet. Before we wrap up, let's talk about responsible gaming. Betting should always be fun, not a source of stress or financial hardship. If you find yourself chasing losses, betting more than you can afford, or experiencing negative consequences related to your betting habits, it's crucial to seek help. There are resources available to assist you, such as the National Council on Problem Gambling or Gamblers Anonymous. Remember, the most important bet you can make is on yourself. Bet responsibly, have fun, and may the odds be ever in your favor.